So you've seen me review this thing, the Giant Rain 2, 2018 model. But to throw things up a little bit, today I'm going to review my new bike, the now non-in-production Giant STP 2. As your intro coming up, yeah. Nah, no, all seriousness, you know, wasn't even an intro, but anyway. So, story of this bike. So first of all, it's not first-hand mine, unlike the Rain. Because the Rain I got from Ivanhoe, which I've never gone to for a service again. I got the STP2 as my street get-around bike. I use it to go to mates' places, down to the shops, and it's a bike I can lock up and, you know, not have too many worries that someone's going to steal it, because that's, I think, we bought it for $200, but it's like an $800 bike, but that's $800 versus, you know, $4,000. So you do the math, you put that together. Now first we're going to run down what we did last time. I'm going to run down with bike check, what the actual parts are, and then we'll get on to, you know, how the bike actually feels and who this bike is for. And so now, I'm not sure about wheelbase, but I know that the rim size is 26 inches. We've got specialized fast track LK tires, which are 2 inches wide, which is, you know, pretty narrow for a dead jump tire, or at least for me. I really like a wide beefy tire. But I've got a 100mm bomber fork. Doesn't even say whether it's rock shocks or fork, or body fox, or, you know, even SR Suntour. So I'm lost on that. If anyone in the comments could let me know what the actual name of the fork is, then that would be greatly appreciated. Alright, now handlebars. We've got a race face. I think, comparing it to the Rain's a 780. This feels like maybe more like just a 700, maybe 650. Still don't know about that because I could not find the specs online for this bike because it is so old and it's out of production. What I do know is that it's race face. I've got a race face stem, which the Rain's a 50mm. This looks like maybe a 100mm. Don't know what the brand of the seat is. We've got race face. We got downhill ride cranks. Got a Shimano mechanical disc brake on the back. Alloy frame and carbon fiber seat. Pedals, don't even know what the brand is on there. And a single speed unbranded again. So that's probably the most pathetic bike check you ever watch. But I think because dirt jump bikes are really stripped back in nature, the bike check isn't, you know, necessarily the most important thing anyway. So to how this bike actually feels. So I've had some problems with this one, but I think that's more to do with the fact that the past owner didn't know what he was doing. And so the single speed chain tensioner always likes to loosen up when I do bunny hops, and, you know, it's really more of a frustration than the actual flaw on the bike. I just have to tighten it up every now and then. I might have to get a new chain tensioner, or maybe some you know, maybe some sealant or some thread sealant, what do you guys call that stuff? But for the riding quality of the bike, it's an awesome little ride. I learned lots of skills on this one, and that I've transferred over to this one. Like some trials techniques. Like, I've learned how to keep my front wheel up on this one. I'm not sure what the actual term for it is, but I can jump in the air and spin around the bike, so I can turn without turning, as you would say, for lack of a better term. This thing bunny hops really, really good. I took it down to the BMX track, and even though that track's made for BMXs, it's clear that dirt jumpers, that's the kind of place where they thrive at, because of the lack of suspension in the rear end. It's really, really easy to, get pumped and get going. Like, no matter how good the rain is, because of the long wheelbase on that, I'm never going to be as fast on a dirt jump track or a BMX track as I am on this thing. And so there's only one back brake, but that's only one attention, and that is to, it's just to slow you down. It's not really a gimmicky bike like, say, a trials bike would be. But I've done heaps of trial stuff on this, like going along ledges and, huck to flats, drop offs. It's just a really, really fun bike to go around on. The suspension for a coil fork setup, it's actually really, really nice and plush. Like, yeah, it's really, really soft. I can't say that it works quite as good as my air forks, my air fork the Yari, but it definitely does the job it needs to do. It sucks it up, and it's not one of those cheap coil forks with the silver stanchions that's gonna take up a bloody curb bump at the most. No, this thing is pretty responsive to what you do. It's got a good recoil to it. There's no rebound setting, but it's just just that nice spot for me, where I can preload into it and do some jumps, go a bit faster on the pump track, all that sort of jazz. Now, for the kind of people that would be suited to this bike, I would say, so first of all, BMX riders, if you're looking for a gateway into mountain biking, it's a really, really nice fun bike. You can, pretty much all skills you have on a BMX can be transferred over to a dead jump bike. They're small little rollers, they're fast. The difference on a dirt jump bike is that it's going to take up bumps a bit better than your 20-inch BMX. And then probably just day-to-day teenagers. Like, if you just want a bike that's fairly stripped back, easy to service, nothing too full on, I think this is the bike for you. You just get it and ride around town. Something happens with it. The only things that you'd probably need to get a professional to service, probably just your fork, or maybe your cable to your back brake. But other than that, you can figure out the chain and the single speed system yourself. Most people have the spanner sets, spanner sets and Allen key sets to accompany everything to be done with this bike. And so, yeah, it's been a great fill-up for when the rain is gone. Me personally, I still prefer the rain. I think it's a better ride. Obviously, the price value is, weighs that over a little bit. But if I'm going to get into BMX, this dirt jump bike I reckon will serve as a great gateway. And now that was the review of the giant DJ bike, the ones that don't exist anymore. STP2, if you want a dirt jump bike and you don't want to get trick, I found more than one of these on Gumtree in Australia, so probably can't even begin to count how many there would be in other places. Probably most people watching this are probably in America and Britain and all that. So just go on your Facebook buy, swap, sell, whatever second-hand selling websites you have up wherever you live. Look up for it. Probably almost a guarantee you'll find this bike. So leave in the comments below what bike you want me to review. If you have questions on what bike you want to get, I can look at the paperwork of what a bike's actually designed to do, and I can respond to you accordingly. Alright, my name's Aiden Tuffin, thanks for watching. This was the review of the Giant STP2.